Hello everyone, welcome back. This is going to be your general collective reading for all signs as we experience the new moon in Libra. So of course, it cannot be for every single person watching, but if this is your story, please comment below. And if not, feel free to check my channel for other messages you need to hear. And remember, time, energy, and gender are fluid, so reverse roles however they apply. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss future readings. So first and foremost, thank you so much to all of my subscribers. I love you guys and all of your endless support, especially if you joined me on my birthday live, if you're subscribed to my other channels, or if you are a member of my Spicy Subscriber Society. I really enjoy connecting with you guys on a more intimate level, so again, thank you. And for those of you who are brand new, definitely subscribe here, subscribe there, check out all of my description box links down below. All of the ways you can reach out to me are down there. So before I get started, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Keen for sponsoring this video. So if you haven't heard of Keen, it is a trusted site where millions have gone to receive guidance, support, advice. And the great thing about being sponsored by Keen is that I get to offer you guys a special discount code, which I'm going to show on the screen right now and link down below. So I know you guys love purchasing private readings from me, and even though they're half off all of October, this is a great way for you guys to get a second opinion, or if you're on a strict budget, this will allow you to get your first 10 minutes on Keen for only $1.99, which is an amazing deal. So definitely take advantage of that. And like I said, if you didn't already see my community tab, due to all of the lovely retrograde energies, I've decided to offer a reprieve of my own on my own private readings. So take advantage of all of that, especially now since the energies are incredibly confusing. So yeah, I'm going to get right into this new moon energy and start off with my traditional astrology chat. However, if you'd like to skip all of that and go straight to the tarot reading, I understand completely. There will be a timestamp down below. So, as a lot of you already know, I have been recovering from strep throat and a very severe cough. And so please bear with me if my throat starts crack-a-lacking during the video. I am on the mend. So again, thanks for all of you who have sent love and support and healing energy. It really does not go unappreciated. So let's get into it, guys. Obviously, new moons are all about manifesting our dreams. Full moons are about banishing and releasing. So as we move into the new moon energy, it's a great time for us to give one last look over of what needs to be banished and released before we start manifesting again. So typically under the new moon energy, lots of things are revealed, okay? And so if you keep up with the times and, social media, obviously Mercury retrograde came for Facebook and Instagram yesterday, which was absolutely insane. A lot of things are being exposed in the media right now. And obviously I'm not going to get into any political discussions, but obviously y'all see it, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Whatever your opinions are, whatever your beliefs, your values are, I believe all of you and I support all of you, whatever you think and believe, okay? Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. However, I just want you to know during this new moon particularly, there are 4 major bodies in the sign of Libra, not to mention basically everything is retrograde, okay? So we've got the sun, the moon, Mercury, and Mars in Libra. And as you know, Mercury is the planet of communication. Mars governs our actions. It's also the planet of war. The sun governs our general energy, our vitality, and who we are. And the moon governs our emotions, right? So a lot of emotional upheaval and feelings of aggression and things may be coming to the surface, especially with Mars and Libra. Now, we know that Libra is all about balance, fairness, and karmic justice for all. But remember that Libra is also called the iron fist in a velvet glove for a reason, right? Karmic justice is not some easy peasy thing. So just like a vigilante, this energy of Mars in Libra can cause some aggression and may even make some of you feel like enacting revenge. But it's important to remember to stay balanced within, okay? Balance those scales internally and don't give in to any of that aggressive energy, okay? Let everyone else do what they need to do, but you stay balanced, stay correct within yourself. And I always think of the scales measuring the heart against the feather, right? Don't do anything that would send negative karma back to you, okay? So, like I said, new moons bring things to light that we weren't able to see before. So, since Libra also governs partnerships, relationships are going to be under the microscope right now. So anything not equal, any areas where we've been giving of ourselves and not getting that energy returned will be forced to an explosive head with Mars in Libra, okay? So this is going to be calling us to take aggressive action, like I said, towards expressing these imbalances and how we feel about them. And it kind of makes me think of Willy Wonka and the golden eggs, right? Veruca Salt. She clearly was a bad egg, right? So think of all of the Veruca Salts that you know. Think of all of the people who have been unnecessarily aggressive to you or controlling or dominating to you in the past, or anyone who has basically treated you like garbage, right? Every egg must be weighed and examined on the scales, and all of the bad eggs will get tossed in the proverbial dumpster during this new moon, okay? So, like I said, this is probably going to cause some feelings of aggression, bringing up those darker feelings that you might have been trying to stay balanced with. But like I said, Libra is not just, candy kisses and marshmallows and fluffy clouds and rainbows and unicorns, right? Libras aren't just the flirts and the airheads of the zodiac. We are justice. Okay, so speaking from a Libra sun, Libra moon, this is what my life is all about. I feel all the time as if I'm constantly weighing these scales within me, and being a Cancer rising doesn't make it any easier. So also, I'm sure some of you have already seen on my Facebook page, I posted something about how the cardinal signs are going to be feeling this new moon the hardest. Okay, so I am a Libra sun, Capricorn moon, Cancer rising. And I will just tell you firsthand that this has been one of the most difficult Mercury retrogrades I've experienced in years. I cannot tell you the last time that I have actually felt powerless. I have felt as if absolutely everything is spinning around me in chaos, and all I can do is just completely shut everything out and envision my own self as the scales, because that's the only thing I've been able to do is just hold on to what I know to be true on the inside and not let all of the external factors and things happening around me shake me from what I know to be true, shake me from what I want to manifest, or shake me from the dreams that I'm bringing into my reality. So think about the matrix glitching as everything starts falling apart and people start seeing the truth of what's really going on. It might feel a little bit like a whirlwind of energy. So like I said, stay grounded, stay sure of what you want, and don't let go of that dream, okay? New moons, regardless of this crazy energy that's going to be paired up with it, like I said, Jupiter is going to be very active in this time as well. Jupiter is an Aquarius, planet of luck and abundance. It reminds us that we are abundance. We are lucky. We are miracles walking this earth, right? So stay grounded. Remember that everything is on our side. Luck is on our side. The universe is on our side. Our ancestors, our angels are on our side. And we're strong enough to block out the external conflicts and energies, okay? Don't give in to that negative darkness that you might feel during this time. Don't allow it to suck you in and stray you from the path that you've been working so hard on for so long, okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh gosh, and I also forgot, you guys, Pluto, the transformational planet of like death and rebirth. This planet is going to be going direct on the same day, so tomorrow, okay? Which means basically it's going to be bringing out major karmic endings. Okay, so think about the last, 4 to 6 months, everything that we've been talking about, karmic endings happening left and right, people waking up, seeing the truth, letting go of partnerships and people, places, things that aren't serving their highest good. This is when it's going to come to a head, okay, especially because we're about to approach the holidays. Okay, whatever you celebrate, we're approaching the holidays, we're approaching the colder months. This is a classic time where people are going to want to come together with the other people that know them, that understand them, that get them, that are on their same energy, their same vibration. We don't have room or time anymore to be entertaining connections or forcing things to fit that just simply don't fit. Okay, so hopefully that general message resonates with someone out there. Just stay grounded, use black tourmaline and other protective crystals during this time with all of the retrogrades happening. And just remember, by the end of October, things are going to start moving much more smoothly, especially as we approach that full moon in Aries energy, where we'll be urged to take action and actually go after the things that we've been manifesting. So let's get right into it. So we're going to start out with the Moonology Oracle, of course. We're going to see what the general energy is for the collective. What does the collective need to know for this new moon in Libra, please? What do you need to release? So this comes up a lot. We were talking about that waning moon. So as the moon wanes and finally gets to that full-on darkness of the new moon, we're asked to release anything that's still clinging on, right? I've referred to this as the deep cavities that we have, right? The cavities in our teeth when we go to the dentist, they need to drill it out, when they need to get all of that dirt and that gunk out of there. That's what needs to happen before you start manifesting. If you're still holding on to something that you know isn't good for you, even if this is just a simple thought pattern, even if this is, whatever it is for you personally, if you're still holding on to that, how are you going to have room to accept your blessings? How are you going to have room in your arms to be open to the universe when they show up to give you all of the things that you deserve and more? Right? You need to make sure that you have full on release anything that's holding you back. Okay? So what else do we have for the collective, please? What other general messages do we have for the new moon in Libra, please? So now we have a balsamic moon. So look how the moon gets thinner and thinner, but still in that waning phase. So it's just about to be that new moon, right? So this is a time for healing. And I talk about this theme a lot as well. So once you release, there's always going to be a time that's necessary for you to heal before you can move into a new cycle, okay? So for a lot of you, this new moon might be a really great time for you to heal from those connections. Allow yourself to finally give yourself some closure to all of the energy and time you've put into things that didn't work, that weren't meant for you. And remember, if it didn't work, then it wasn't meant for you. If it didn't work, that was God's protection. Okay, so keep that in mind during this new moon in Libra. Anything else for the collective for the new moon in Libra? Okay. Yeah, North Node. So this is everything moving forward. This is talking about our destiny and all of the things that we were meant for here on this earth. So North Node speaks of destiny, stepping out of your comfort zone. How do you expect to reach the stars if you don't even try? How do you expect to manifest your dreams if you're still stuck in the past? Okay, so this new moon in Libra is going to perhaps make a lot of you start looking into that future and realizing what you're made for, that abundance, that luck, that love that we were talking about at the beginning. So very interesting energy, lots of purple showing up here. So this is reminding me of the third eye chakra, obviously. So maybe during the new moon in Libra would be a really great time for you to connect to that energy, opening your third eye, allowing yourself to see the things that maybe you have been blocking out before. And you know what? For a lot of you, the whole seeing things that you were blocking out before could just be spirit telling you you've been standing in your own way, especially if you're one of those that have been holding on to the things that you know dang well are not meant for you. Okay, so let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. And we've got the new moon in Taurus. So obviously not a new moon in Libra on the actual card, but we have the new moon energy popping out. Taurus and Libra both ruled by Venus. So I kind of feel with this Taurus energy coming out, this is telling you to stay grounded. Taurus is very stubborn, okay? Taurus is very sure. Prosperity lies ahead, but only if you keep pushing towards those goals, only if you continue to manifest what it is that you've been manifesting. Don't allow this crazy energy to drag you back under its clutches, okay? Don't let the retrogrades pull you back into the darkness. Remember that everything that's meant for you is just around the corner, as long as you continue to manifest those things, as long as you continue to stay open. So remember that energy. Remember that it's time for you to heal from the past. It's time for you to let go of anything that's keeping you stuck, because you are destined for prosperity. You are destined for greatness, okay? So step out of your comfort zone. Allow this energy of the new moon to remind you that you are not this temporary energy of retrograde. That's not who you are. This retrograde energy is showing you one more time. It's asking you to look back, not go back. It's asking you to look back on everything you've done, everything you've accomplished. Even if you feel like a relationship is coming to an end or something important is coming to an end and you might feel like you failed at it or it didn't work, right? That's such an easy thing to get sucked into. The guilt, the shame of not being able to accomplish what you set out to accomplish. But sometimes it just be like that, right? It just happens that way. We're not meant for certain things, but sometimes we're meant to go along on the journey so that we can reveal those things to our own selves. So going back to that energy of the third eye chakra, allow yourself to be open to the signs that the universe is sending to you, okay? Very interesting energy. So let's get into it. Let's get into the tarot. I'm going to use the Star Spinner Tarot. Very interesting that we have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck, which is Aries energy. So, you know, like I said, I see this energy on the bottom of the deck as a reminder to not be too controlling, okay? I know that the energy of Aries can be very aggressive and action-oriented, but sometimes, like I said, we can shoot ourselves in the foot. We can end up backpedaling into the past by allowing ourselves to take on that emotion or that feeling of ego where we need to have control over everything. I think Spirit's really telling you that it's time to let go. You don't become the Emperor by staying in situations that aren't meant for you. You become the Emperor by learning all of the elements, by mastering all of the elements, by understanding your power in the world is not to be abused, okay? Wow, holy shit. Sorry for my language. Under that, we have the Empress, which obviously is the counterpart to the Emperor. So abundance, love, Libra energy. So this is the two energies we were talking about, and there's both counterparts on the board now. So if you're watching this reading for another person, for your divine counterpart, if you're resonating with the twin flame journey, this could be a very specific reading for someone. Oh my gosh. And right under that, we have the Two of Cups. So this is all about partnerships, right? balance, respect, mutual energy, rising up to the vibration of the partner that you wish to call into your life. So for some of you, you're getting into that energy, which is why you'll be attracting it very soon. Because if you're releasing the things that aren't meant for you, if you're spending the time healing, doing the work, allowing yourself to trust that the universe is propelling you into your destined path, if you're trusting that the universe is going to set you up with abundance and good fortune in the future, then you have to stay grounded and stable towards your manifestations. Okay? So let me get a shuffling going and see what else we need to know about this new moon in Libra. Yeah, and so Two of Cups also is union. Okay, so for some of you, you've been waiting on union, but there have been some cycles that needed to be closed out first. So I love that I said union, and the very next card that came out was the Ten of Cups. As you can see, we've got this angel using her wings to bring these two individuals together. It also kind of reminds me a little bit of Temperance. So Ten of Cups is reunion. It's a happy ending. It's full, complete joy, happiness, satisfaction, a foreshadowing of a happy family. And with Strength right next to it, like I said, I think some of you have actually been holding back because on some level, based on your past, you might not believe that this reunion is coming. But if you stay strong and steadfast in your manifestations, how could it not come? How could it not show up? For those of you who find yourself wavering between believing in this union and this energy of having a happy ending versus not, I think Spirit is reminding you, like I said earlier in the rant/astrology chat, that now is the most important time for you to stay strong, for you to be confident in the energy that you're trying to bring into your world. Strength, Leo energy, masculine energy, even the energy of the sun coming up in here. She's got her eyes closed too, and this lion has his eyes open. So it kind of reminds me of how I've been feeling with this retrograde, okay? Like I said earlier, staying balanced within. My eyes have been closed to all the external because I know that the external circumstances are just some big fat illusion. It's a distraction. It's there to test me, to make sure that my eyes really are open within, that I'm being strong in my convictions, that I'm standing very tall and being confident in my truth. Okay? So for those of you who are feeling that energy and connecting to that energy, then you know what I'm talking about. So let's see what else we have for the energy for the Libra full moon, the Libra new moon. What else does Spirit want us to see? So we have the Two of Swords coming out. We were just talking about that indecisive energy. This is also the energy of avoidance. Also the energy of no communication. Being afraid to make a decision or take a stand. For some of you, you've been burying your head in the sand, okay? And honestly, I ain't gonna blame you because like I said, this retrograde energy is on some other stuff, okay? This has like been the worst. And so it might be really hard to come out of the sand. It might be hard to face things head on right now and be decisive because like I said, there are a lot of illusions. There's a lot of fear mongering right now in the media, a lot of energy and communication that makes us feel like we have to hide or that we can't actually speak our truth. Afraid to make a decision because of the potential consequences or ramifications. So as you can see, we've got this mirror image of this woman. She looks like she's wearing a wedding gown. It reminds me of this woman here in the wedding gown. So for those of you who have felt like you're 1 minute manifesting and you're really certain of what you want. And then this energy of Libra came swooping in and everything in retrograde, and it's making you second guess yourself. It's making you feel uncertain. So don't allow your fear or your anxiety of what's going to manifest for you stop you from manifesting, okay? Because if your head's buried in the sand, how are you going to accept your blessings that way? How will you see your blessings coming in? So remember, this energy of indecision could also speak to the energy of retrograde. Like I said, looking back on the past, reviewing things, making sure that you know what you want to say before you say it. But like I said, for some of you, you're in situations where there's no communication, and that can be really frustrating. And like I said, even though this energy of divine counterparts shows up, even though the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Cups shows up, there's still uncertainty here. So again, do not allow the external circumstances of the retrogrades. And now I'm thinking about the scene in The Wizard of Oz where everything's still black and white and the tornado is just bringing up everything and everyone, and you see all of the things and the people going past the window. It's like that's what it's like right now. It's like you're Dorothy inside of the house and everything around you is spinning out of control. Don't allow yourself to stop or become stagnant in what you're manifesting, or allow yourself to become indecisive once more about something you've already made sure you were decided upon. So what's coming after this new moon? What will be illuminated during this new moon? 7 of Wands. So this is the warrior's pose. More Aries energy coming in here. So like I said, things that will be illuminated are going to be that aggressive energy of taking a stand, realizing what it is that we need to defend, whether it's ourselves, a relationship, okay, a connection. Whatever this is, I see someone really taking a stand and making sure that they do the right thing. The warrior takes a stand because they don't approve of injustice. So this Aries energy coming in for the new moon in Libra, we talked about people wanting to exact revenge or being aggressive and argumentative and things like that. This could be advice for you to defend yourself, to stand up in that warrior energy, but to do it in the name of good, to do it in the name of love, right? You're not just fighting for no reason. This is someone defending someone's honor, whether it's your own or someone else's. This could also be a defensive energy, so be careful of that. Anything else that will be revealed during the new moon in Libra? So we have the King of Coins. Strong earth energy. I love how this rabbit just looks kind of angry too. I see this as someone who has worked really hard, someone who has really busted their butt in the physical world, someone who is stable and grounded, more of that Taurus type energy, that stubborn energy. King of Pentacles is daddy, someone who takes care of the home and is successful in business. This could be someone who is at the top of the food chain in their career, okay? But I see this as someone really finding stability, allowing themselves to remember all that they're made of and remembering their worth. We talked about the abundant energy of Jupiter and Aquarius, reminding us that we are abundance. So strong masculine energy coming in here. And I'm hearing like a decisive energy is what I just heard. So, with this card coming up right after, oh my gosh, my heart is palpitating. With this energy coming up right after these themes here, I feel like there could be a small period of time where someone is indecisive about how they want to move things forward. But with a burst of energy, they're going to decide to take a stand, because whoever this person is, they remember their worth. They remember that they're the ones who are strong and stable, and that they don't need anyone else to do these things for them. because it's always been within them the whole time. So talking about also Pluto going direct on the same day as the new moon, again, this could really be the finite energy of some sort of karmic cycle coming to a complete ending once and for all, okay? So what's coming after this new moon? We have the Lovers. So clearly, whoever this energy is that's going to be taking a stand, they're doing it in the name of love. Like I said, they're doing it in the name of love. They're doing it because they know that it's up to them. This is a choice that needed to be made. And maybe they had put off making this choice for a long time. But I feel like this energy of the new moon, planets are going to be starting to go direct. All of this powerful Libra energy is going to allow this person to finally make the choice that they've already known deep in their heart was made all along. This is twin flame union. It's destiny. It's meant to be. This is a divinely guided connection. More of that energy of the angels bringing things together. Okay? Now, I always say gender can be reversed. There's 2 females on this card, but as a matter of fact, there are 4 Lovers cards in this deck, and I have all 4 of them in there. So whatever your gender is, whatever your storyline is, the Lovers comes up when something is divinely guided and meant to be. And that's what this person, I feel like, is realizing. I think whoever this is recognizing that they've had it within them the whole time to choose this divinely guided love, to go in the direction of this love, to defend this love. So let's elaborate on the Lovers. Anything else we need to know about that energy or about the choice that this person is making in love? Yeah, so, for some of you, this has to do with a third-party situation, okay? Maybe there was someone that you were wanting to connect with that was already in a previous connection. Doesn't have to be romantic, but, for a lot of you, it is. So third-party situations cause heartbreak and sorrow and loss and separation. I feel like this person could have also been at a loss. Like I said, they've been in indecision for quite some time. And maybe they've been hiding themselves or holding themselves back from something that they know was really strong. Deep down, maybe they've always wanted to have the will to make this choice, but again, as above, so below. And as things transform astrologically, so are we transformed here on Earth. So keep that in mind with this third party energy, this 3 of Swords, this heartbreak, this sorrow. I feel as if this person could have potentially faced some major karma having to do with this connection. Okay. And I say this connection, but I mean this connection from the past, since we're talking about closing out karmic cycles. So for some of you, maybe this person always knew all along that this love was meant to be, but they ended up breaking your heart. They ended up walking away and choosing someone or something else. Karmic justice will be served in those situations because you can only deny love for so long before Spirit shows you what life is like without it, okay? And when you are living a life without love, it's empty, okay? It's empty. So whoever this is, maybe this King of Pentacles has spent a lot of time toiling away in the physical world, manifesting abundance, climbing the proverbial ladder, making things happen, stacking their coin, even, again, spending time in a committed connection. Some of these people could have families and children already. But unfortunately, what I'm seeing here is this rabbit looking over here at this 2 of Swords and this man taking a stand. I feel like whoever this person is has gone along and played along for a very long time, for too long. And I love that we talked about the golden eggs, and we know obviously eggs are associated with like Easter, the Easter bunny. This is a rabbit. So yeah, and he's got a gold crown sitting around him. So I kind of feel like maybe whoever this person is has also used their discernment for a long time, and maybe is the type that doesn't really get carried away with all of the woo-woo. Maybe they didn't believe in destiny or meant to be connections, but I think that they've spent a long enough time seeing what love is not and transforming within, understanding that their own heart ended up being broken by not choosing love from the beginning, okay? So we also have the Queen of Pentacles upside down. So in the reverse, I always talk about the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse as being a karmic partner. Someone, okay, doesn't necessarily have to be female, but someone of a feminine energy who is manipulative and who only cares about the physical things, who only cares about money and status. Okay. The Queen of Coins in the reverse, there is no love there. Okay. So maybe this person was dealing with a karmic partner who really only cared about financial status, only cared about what things looked like on paper, you know, not what they post to be type energy. Maybe this person has spent lots of time looking and acting like they were happy with this karmic partner, but in the end, they ended up breaking their own heart, okay? And look at this. We have this woman who's like coddling this rabbit, right? So as you can see, we have this rabbit who looks like they're in full control here, king status. But then we have this queen, and the rabbit looks so small and fragile and just breakable, right? So I kind of almost feel like whoever this is resonating for, there could have been a karmic partner involved that manipulated this King of Pentacles, that made them feel like, oh, you need me, or you have to depend on me, or where would you be without me, and all of these other things that are coming to my head that sound really dark right now. But a lot of you already know what I'm talking about. So let's see what else. Let's elaborate on this Three of Swords energy. Is there anything else that we need to know? Anything else that we need to know regarding what's coming after this new moon in Libra as we lead up to the full moon in Aries, please? Two of Wands. So someone has made a decision. Someone has made a decision, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. They're giving one last glance over their shoulder to make sure that all of the loose ends have been tied up. But this person has decided to go in a new direction. Okay, this is someone planning their future and someone willing to take action on the direction that they've chosen. So we move from the Two of Swords to the Two of Wands. Really nice energy. So whoever this is making a decision. They're deciding that the past is no longer for them. Okay, this energy that they've dealt with is not meant for them. And they're deciding to move towards the castle. Okay, you see the castle here in the Ten of Cups. They're making the journey to the castle now. So anything else we need to know? Any other messages we need to hear for this new moon in Libra? Yeah, and we've got the Devil energy. So we've got these two individuals tied and bound by chains. They look like shadows. So the devil is, the devil shows up as a reminder to not allow any toxicity or codependency or any of the things that you've dealt with in these karmic partnerships keep you chained, okay? Don't let anyone keep you chained and bound. The devil is an illusion. All of the things that the devil puts in front of you are distractions, illusions. So I kind of feel like what I said earlier, even though you might feel that aggression, you might feel the temptation to enact revenge or make some sort of a move that would be really aggressive right now. I think this is a reminder to not give in to the devil's temptations, okay? Don't allow yourself to fall back into toxic patterns or behavioral cycles because you're feeling some type of way, okay? This is a reminder that the devil has already been given his due, okay? A lot of us have already survived these karmic cycles and have put to rest toxic energy and behaviors that we used to entertain before we started awakening spiritually, Okay. So also I think that this is a reminder too, that if you're watching this reading for another person, this could be a reminder that this person has been chained, has been dealing with this energy, has been stuck in this energy. And sometimes it takes quite a while to see that truth. Sometimes we understand what we've gotten ourselves into, but we feel trapped and stuck like there's no way out. But at the end of the day, the only one that keeps you trapped is your own mind. And I think that's what this person, whoever they are, is realizing. Okay? They're realizing this now. So be careful of those temptations. Don't allow yourself to dip back into the past for too long. One glance over the shoulder is fine. It's good enough. Okay? Let's clarify again. Oh my gosh, and look at that. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. You know, the Fool in this card makes me think of someone who is scared, someone who's really nervous about moving things forward. He's sitting here quietly in the fetal position, sniffing this flower. His bag is packed, but he looks debilitated. Okay, so keep in mind, we talk about a time for healing. I think whoever this is so ready to take a risk and to start over and have this new opportunity for a life, for a beginning, for something real. But remember, people who have been in abusive, toxic situations need to heal from that energy. Okay, you don't just end something and then skip to Malu to the next connection. Some people do that, but I'll be honest with you, when you do that, you end up manifesting the same type of connection again. You need to heal. You need that time. So there is a new beginning on the horizon, but it's going to take some time to heal first. This person does want to take a risk, but when they reflect on the past and they think about all the time they spent in chains, this person could be dealing with healing from trauma, okay? So, and then, wow, you guys, bottom of the deck, again, we have the Four of Wands. Union, 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 union. Twin flame energy. Four of Wands is marriage, stability, commitment. Something actually stable and balanced. Partnership. Action, passion. And again, with the castle here at the bottom. I also just noticed for the first time ever, we have one fairy here with their eyes open, one fairy with their eyes closed. It reminds me of, the twin flame journey, one awake, one asleep. The divine feminine leads the way with her, with her torch, lighting the way for the masculine to find their way home. And as you can see, the feminine's torch is made up of natural elements. Okay, she's holding a stalk of wheat. She has become abundant in natural ways. We have the Emperor here, contemplating, holding this golden staff with the world on it. The Emperor knows that the world is in his hands. The Emperor knows he's abundant and he's in control. But you don't just be an emperor. You have to become the emperor, just like you have to rise up and become the Empress in that divine feminine energy. Really beautiful energy, guys. Really amazing reading. So let's go ahead and see what some of the challenges could potentially be, although we kind of already got an idea of what they might be. But let's see what the Moon Oracle has to say. What energy does the collective need to see from the Moon Oracle? Oh my gosh, you guys, I just got chills and I'm feeling a little teary. So we have the full moon and it's fulfillment, the key word, okay? This is that 10 of Cups energy. It's happiness, it's joy, fulfillment, getting all of the things that you want in life that make you truly happy, not just surface level happy, okay? Happiness is subjective. fulfillment is truly feeling as if all of your time spent is doing something that you enjoy to the absolute fullest. Your heart is full. For some of you, this storyline could be coming into fruition on the next full moon. We're talking about the energy building up to the full moon in Aries. Let's see what else we have from this deck. And I think there's something to say here about the energy being of water. So again, this could be kind of an emotional time. And I love that the keyword up top here is flower. So those of you who have planted the seeds, those seeds may begin to flower during the full moon. Anything else that we need to see from the Moon Oracle? Wow, so we've got quite a bit. So we have sacrifice. So we have, okay, also Scorpio energy down here too. So why do I feel like October 18th, for some reason, there's something happening on that day? This kind of reminds me of the whole like Halloween vibe. We have a new moon in the background too. So I feel as if there are going to obviously be sacrifices that need to be made. We talk about what do you need to release. Something needs to be sacrificed if this is going to come into fruition. Okay, we also have investment. So when I see investment, I think to myself too, with this earth energy, waxing earth moon. So we're talking about the energy between the new moon and the full moon. So as the moon begins to grow and as the manifestations that we put into action on the Libra new moon start to roll forward, it's going to be a really important time, not only to protect your investments, but I think Spirit is saying that there's going to be a lot coming up around what we have invested our time, our energy into. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, anything that's not balanced, even, any areas or relationships where we're giving of ourselves or we're investing our time and our resources, but we're not getting that energy returned. If you're feeling like you're doing all of the work, that's what needs to be sacrificed, okay? Those connections. And it will be a necessary sacrifice because the only investment that's important here is you. Okay, nothing that you've invested in physically even matters, okay? You are the most important investment that you have. So make sure that the time and the energy that you put into others, that you're actually giving that time and energy to yourself. Recognize what needs to go and what needs to stay. And then finally, we have Fountain, which also reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune. It's Cancerian and Leo energy, the number 10, talking about completion of cycles. And obviously the Fountain also reminds me of the Ace of Cups. So I'm going to actually read from the book on these moon mansions because I'd like to go a little bit further. So first of all, let's read into sacrifice. Key phrase, sacrifice or emotional extreme. So we're talking about, again, that Aries energy coming to the surface. So the passion of Pluto and the compassion of Neptune taken together express the supreme quality of selfless action. This mansion denotes intense and extreme devotion to a subject in your care. The naked state of the woman in the image symbolizes honesty and the loss of everything. The flower is the last possession that is hers to give. It represents love. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. If this card is drawn, you're prepared to lose everything for the sake of a particular cause or another person. Integrity is paramount to you regarding this issue, and you will not be persuaded to change your mind. Wow. And then we have the Fountain. Key phrase, sharing your gifts. So The sun symbolizes dynamic creativity, while the planet Neptune denotes the expansion of the imagination and allows the visionary ability to achieve great heights. This mansion card signifies recognition of your own creativity by yourself and others and indicates a sudden surging in the powers of your imagination. If you draw this card, you must accept responsibility for your own talents and use them for the good of yourself and others. This card urges you to believe in your own many and varied abilities and their worth to other people. Y'all, whoever this is about, this is someone recognizing their worth, recognizing their strength, realizing that they're wasting their time giving to connections that don't serve, and being willing to cut those things out at any cost. We're talking about this energy of the warrior. So the warrior is going to be rising during this time, okay? The warrior is rising. They're taking action. They're making decisions. They're taking a stand in life. And they're being willing to cut themselves free of anything and anyone that is not on their vibration. Okay, so let's get some moon magic messages and see what the advice is from Spirit. I am honest with myself and others. First quarter moon, yeah. And sacrifice, we talked about that. It requires honesty, being honest about who you are, about what your gifts are, not being willing to entertain anyone who isn't on that level with you. Let's see what else we have. Every day I focus on what is important. So whoever this is finally starting to see what's important in life. They're focused on it. They're not looking back any longer. I am magnetic to what I want. I repel what I do not want. Beautiful energy. I love that. And so before I started pulling cards for this reading, I was called to bring out my love messages from the 5D deck. So for those of you who are resonating with a person, if you're watching this about someone, then these messages from the 5D may resonate with some of you. And so for those of you who don't already know, this is a deck that I created. It is available in my shop, which I will link below. So for those of you who are watching this reading for love for a specific person, which it was intended to be a general reading, but these readings recently have just basically been about love. So typical Libra, huh? Typical Libra energy. So let's see what these messages have to say. Anything else from this deck? One more. There it is. All right, so let's see what we have here. So the first message is, I used to blame you for causing the chaos in my life, but I see now where I was the one responsible. So back to this energy over here, we were talking about someone potentially choosing to walk away from someone else, maybe blaming them or projecting their issues onto them, but realizing that they were actually the cause of the heartbreak, hence perpetuating their own heartbreak. I should have fought for us, but I was afraid and I ran. I want to make things right. I'm so angry with myself for letting you go. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. You are the strongest person I know. I truly admire you. I'm discovering things about myself I didn't even know was possible. I'm realizing my greater purpose in life. Wow. And bottom of the deck, I've always been so insecure, but I'm learning how to love myself. You taught me that. So whoever this person is, was, who has been indecisive, they're starting to get a grip. Okay, so hopefully whoever this resonated for, I hope to God that all of this comes into fruition, because it seems to me like whoever this is becoming very certain about which direction they need to go, while looking back at the past one last time. Okay, so again, remember, that's exactly what retrogrades are for. It allows us to review the past, and it allows us to see how far we've come. Okay, so I hope that this reading finds you well. I hope it resonates with you. If it did, like I said, smash the like button, share a comment down below, or always message me if you would like to in private. I would love for that as well. But other than that, you guys, of course, I hope that you enjoy the energy of the new moon. I will be putting out your intimate extended bonus readings this week. So congratulations to Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, and Libra for earning your bonus readings. And of course, I will be back very soon as well with more twin flame messages and more content for my members only area. So I love you guys so much. I hope that you are staying safe out in these streets. Try not to let the retrogrades pull you down, and remember how strong and how beautiful you are. Okay, I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.